What's up, everybody? This is Jose Otero for IGN, and I am joined by a very special guest commentator. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Brendan Traver. You might have seen me in other commentaries and the silent chatter Nintendo video chat, and we're playing Pikmin today.
Yes, Pikmin 3 has been in the office for about a week, and Brendan and I decided to get together to quickly show you some of the multitasking possibilities and features in Pikmin 3, new to Pikmin 3 for the most part, because you have the gamepad, which functions as a separate map that you could use while playing. So we're going to start. I see you're offloading Pikmin. I love, by the way, that you just have one onion to start.
Yeah, this kind of shows like the evolution of Pikmin in general, how they can all, you know, migrate into one giant onion. So we have the red, the yellows, and oh, what is this guy here?
I don't know, attack.
Flint beetle. Consume, kill.
Wow, that was quick.
Look, he's... Wow, it's like a little treasure trove beetle here.
You've hit a gold mine right at the start.
Certainly got a gold mine there.
Okay.
And the nectar that increases the flower potential.
Yeah, so the evolution of Pikmin in being smart enough to say, okay, well, we don't need 3, 4, 5 different, one onion per Pikmin. Let's just have them all in the same shape.
And even just going to pluck your Pikmin, if you have other captains around, they'll also help pluck the Pikmin, so you can go to, like, 3 times as fast. So we're going to show a little bit of how you can multitask with these different captains. So here we see in the background there's another onion that's trapped in a spider web. So we'll eventually have to get over to there, but to get to over there, we'll need a little bit of planning and a little bit of strategy, because as you can see here, the bridge is not built. And we're on a little small island, and there doesn't appear to be any pieces to build this bridge. What they do have, however, is these little lily pads in the corner. So let's take care of these guys.
Okay.
And the neat thing about these lily pads is that you can either just toss some Pikmin, or you can literally just hold forward and everybody just hops on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's multiple stops on this ride. So let's say we just drop off Brittany there and maybe some other Pikmin.
All right.
And some rock to break that crystal. And now we'll keep going.
I noticed the lily pad slows down there, too, which is great.
Yeah, it gives you a
nice
nice
enough time. Yeah.
And then here's back where we started. So let's drop off Charlie and some red Pikmin. Why not? And maybe too far now. And then Alf will go all the way to the end here. And it looks like we jump off automatically.
Wow.
So now by pressing the minus button, we can switch between our captains. And this sets a new little multitasking feature where we can now, while we're breaking stuff over here, we can then switch back to Charlie, who's over here with the red Pikmin, and he's got an enemy to fight. So
yeah, who's weak from behind, so it helps to get around
we'll try and get behind him.
The flighty joust
Flighty
mite.
joust mite.
Yeah, I had
that's
not
his
noticed
jousting
his
stick.
name before. Oh, there we go. And okay.
Get out of the way.
Now, another really cool thing, which we're eventually going to get to, is how the gamepad works in the middle of all this multitasking, which is really cool, actually. But first, we're going to have to get rid of this joust mite, which is...
I just got a couple here.
Man. He just
Sorry,
got
guys.
2 Pikmin. Yeah.
Up, and now he's taken to the air, and he's stabbing down. Oh, that is terrible.
Okay. What's his sort of, outside of his rear being his weakness, does he have any other weaknesses that you've noticed? Maybe Pikmin types?
Well, he is flying in the air, and we are trying right now to find that pink onion, which I believe houses some flying Pikmin.
Okay.
And they'll actually be pretty useful against air enemies. So let's say that we wanted to get Alf with his Pikmin over here. Switch over to Alf, and now the gamepad, as you know, has the mini-map on it. And by just tapping the gamepad, we have now a top-down view. I don't want to play with the gamepad, though.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to press any buttons.
Yeah, if you press any buttons, it goes to gamepad-only mode. So by sliding around the gamepad, you can see a top-down view of everything that you've uncovered so far. There's still, fog of war that's obscuring parts that you haven't found yet.
Yep.
But you also see in the gamepad, as you hover around, little arrow marks that show a path that the current captain can take to that route.
And that's only on the gamepad, just
only
in case
on the
you're
gamepad.
wondering why you don't see the arrow or the trails on the screen right now.
And if you let it rest, it says go here. So if we go over to Charlie, as we press go here, he is now automatically walking over to Charlie. So now we can actually switch and go do something else.
Yep.
And while he's doing that, you can actually see here comes Alf with all of his Pikmin.
Okay.
So...
And he'll prompt you when he arrives at his destination. If
yeah,
it's
he'll also
somewhere
say,
remote.
I'm here and waiting orders. And see, meanwhile, we have they broke in that glass, which now has pieces for the bridge. So what you can also do with these lily pads is you can literally have them go, and they will wait for the next lily pad. So they will dock and go off whenever they please. So you don't have to worry about them anymore. You can keep going on your way, getting what you need to get, and they'll be doing the bridge building until the bridge pieces are all done on that area.
Okay.
So we could also tell, let's tell Charlie that we want him to go help with the bridge building. So we tell him to go over here, press go here, and now he's going to get on the next lily pad, even though we're over here with Brittany.
Look at that. Holy cow. And they're smart enough to come back. I mean, because one of the sort of flaws of Pikmin in the past has been that, you know, Pikmin themselves don't have many self-preservation instincts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like you bring them near water, they'll sort of fall in, and that still can occasionally happen in this game.
Yeah.
But I think it's very cool to see how Pikmin have evolved and how they're smart enough to kind of, you know, wait for these things like lily pads and sit around and be like, okay, obviously I'm not going to try to kill myself here.
And this opens up a whole new planning option for your day, because you still have the day limit, the night, and when the sun sets you have to get out of here.
Yep.
But what you do in that day, you can now actually have a bigger strategy, especially if you return to the area. Even before you enter the world, you'll see on the gamepad that has a mini map that has the world so far that you've explored. So you can then, before you even start your day, you can say, okay, today I want to kill this guy because I think he has a fruit inside him. We need to get those explosive rocks over there. I want to blow it up with this thing, and then maybe just taking the captain along will explore the water area because the Pikmin can't get there right now.
Sure.
So you can actually plan out your day before you even set foot. And then once you're there, then that's when you can say, okay, well, to get over here, we'll go back in the map, set them out to this area, and then they'll automatically take care of that, and I have all the captains in one.
Wow. You and I had a conversation very recently about how this game is very speedrunner friendly. You want to?
Yeah. So I, have been playing this game for a little bit, and I noticed that there isn't the 30-day time limit that the original had, but there is a time limit of sorts. The fruit that you're collecting is your lifeblood. You're collecting it for yourself as well as for the people that they're trying to save back in their home planet. So this means that as long as you collect one fruit by the end of the day, you can survive to the next day, and usually you'll find more than one fruit per day if you're good about scavenging. So you only need, I would say, half, maybe even less than half the fruit that the game offers to beat the game and survive. So a speedrunner could technically do this game only getting just enough fruit to survive the next day, while using multitasking and the different captains to make sure that every day something gets done, a boss is beaten or an area is opened. So this game actually, it kind of helps both kind of players. If you're like, the crazy real-time strategy guy who loves to get things done, you can go as fast as you can and beat this game as fast as you want. And if you want to just explore, look for fruit, take in the environment, you have that ability as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty amazing that they allow so many kind of play styles, not just the controller settings, but also the real-time strategy fans and just the explorers. So you can, go back to a certain day and say, I only got one fruit on day 10. I want to relive that day and kind of get some more fruit.
Yeah.
So you can always go back and do that. And also for the fans of just how beautiful this game looks, there's also a wonderful camera option, which I'll show, that goes into first-person mode and uses your gamepad as a gyroscope. So you can literally take some pretty amazing pictures with this gorgeous scenery. You can zoom, you can flash, you can focus on nearby or far away or up-close objects.
And you tap to focus, yeah.
Yeah, you tap to focus. And then I think that when you take these pictures, they post to the Miiverse.
That's right, they do.
So then you have some little Miiverse functionality going on. Let's get a picture of this guy.
Oh, yeah, nice shot.
So yeah, we don't have the knife
We're
right
not
now.
on Wi-Fi right
but
now.
Yeah, this would go up to your Miiverse. I think also the world map page will host different things. But we're playing on like 720p, I think, and the game looks beautiful just in 720p. So imagine you get to 1080. Come on, Pikmin.
Oh, wow. You got some cool depth of field there. Even though, a lot of the way out background doesn't look that
A
appealing.
little blurry.
Some of the shots look really good.
But I could just see this as teasing as the next Pokemon Snap, because I was always a fan of that.
Oh, definitely. No, me too.
So this gamepad functionality just teases what they could do if they ever decide to release the next Pokemon or some kind of photography-oriented game, which I would be hugely fan of if they ever did that.
Cool. Well, yeah, I think we've kind of gone over all of our talking points. Anything else you want to show before we head off?
Just that, doing these days with your, kind of multitasking effort. So you can see, like, the day we're already more than halfway done, and I believe that we've completed the bridge. If we're not, we're pretty close to it. Let me see. Is it? No, almost there.
Almost,
so
yeah.
It's kind of good to set goals for yourself. So this day, your main mission is to find whatever's over there. You could do that in a day if you plan. Or if you want to take your time, it might take you several days, like one day to build the bridge, one day to retrieve the object, one day to get out the fruit in the area. So there's so many ways to play this game, and I think every way has its own unique appeal to it.
Excellent. All right. And we're playing excuse me. We'll have a bunch of Pikmin videos going up this week, so please stay tuned to IGN.